Hey everyone, welcome back to more Warhammer Underworlds. I'm DisturbingPuppet. So today we're going to be starting a run of playing as the Tzeentch faction here, the Eyes of the Nine, playing against all the different warbands, so we'll do one per video as per usual. I played around with these guys a little bit as we kind of ran through and played some of the different factions. I did like them. We have made a few changes to the deck here, nothing too crazy. Let's take a look at our fighters here real quick. Slowly loading. Alright, so we have Vortimus, the All-Seeing Eye, or the All-Seeing. So leader here, 4 health, not too great. Fighter makes a successful attack action with a range of 3 or more to get inspired. He's a spellcaster, so we have a 2 range staff and a 3 range single damage. If we can go ahead and get inspired, then I do a bit more damage at range, so we go up to 2 damage. And of course we've got spells we can use for that. Kacherik here is a bit more of a fighter. Spell successfully cast by adjacent fighter, he'll level up. Does that really do much? Does that do anything? Like, looking at stats are the same. 413, 413, 123, 123. Yeah, changes nothing for Kacherik. Kacherik does not care if he's inspired or not, apparently. Narvia here does have a long range attack, as does Turash. Kind of nice. Fairly weak, though. Successful attack with a range of 3 or more, they'll get inspired. I think it might do a little bit of difference for some attacks. Maybe not. Looks pretty much the same. Actually, seems like getting inspired doesn't really matter too much. So something I can do here with my leader as well is summon blue horrors. And when blue horrors die, as we can kind of see down with the blue horror tile, they turn into what should be pink horrors, but in this they're calling, like something else. Brimstone horrors. So they do count as the same thing, so if we do have upgrades on a blue horror and it dies and turns into a brimstone horror, they keep the same upgrades and stuff. So we have a variety of different things. Mainly we're focused on getting victory points by casting spells, a little bit of killing people, a little bit like potentially wipe everybody out, kill the leader. Nobody's in... all my guys are in enemy territory. Nobody's in my territory. We've got, what? Getting crits on a caster, that feels like it's a little hard to get, but we'll see. I might look at some of the objectives to play around with a little bit, but it seemed like it was a good mix at the point we're starting from. I did make a few changes, though. Let's see, 4 more spells, proceeding action, certainly possible. Take enemy fighter action, fighter out with a spell. 2 or more spells in a single phase. 2 or more enemies out of action. Second time or more that we have summoned a blue horror. 4 or more spells. And I think this is killing people from at least 3 hexes away from a fighter. So it's an interesting mix of stuff. I'm only focused on just cast, and cast some more. So we're going to go ahead and do a fight here. We're going to start off with, of course, the first one. We'll go in order. Steelheart's Champions. I'm pretty rusty. It's been a while since I've played. So we'll see how this goes. I'm going to let you choose first. How many? I think I've got 4, and then I can summon a blue horror, or do I start with a blue horror? I'm not sure. I do have range on my side, so that's something I want to think about for placement. Animus Forge is okay, I think. Yeah, let's try that and see, because we can deploy a little further back. I just like a basic square. That's fine for me. Objectives do matter a little bit. I do have some stuff, I think, that matters if I'm, like, the 3rd turn, if I'm on an objective. So I do want some, in okay spots. Lethal hexes. Let's put 1 there, maybe. Alright, what do we start with? So as far as this stuff goes, Immediately the second or subsequent time you summon a blue horror. So we want to summon a blue horrors ASAP. Your warband takes enemy fighter action with a spell, and then killing somebody from 3 or more hexes away. Okay. Over here we have this is an upgrade. When this fighter's inspired, you can roll an extra dice when they attempt to cast a spell, so that's generally nice. This is a spell. The spell's cast, choose a friendly fighter, remove up to 2 wound tokens, so a nice little heal. We've got a soul drain, so after an attack or gambit that takes an enemy out of action, if we cast the spell successfully, remove a wound from the spellcaster. Soul trap. During an action deploy that takes a fighter out of action, this is an upgrade. There's a chance we roll a shield or a crit. We suffer no damage, aren't taken out of action, so just kind of a save us at the last second. Sorcerer's Riposte, so it's a reaction play after attack that targets a friendly wizard and fails. The spell is cast, attacker suffers 2 damage. So yeah, pretty decent overall. I am fairly happy with that. You go ahead and place. It doesn't really matter that much, honestly, who places first or where. Okay, yeah, so we've got 4, and then we can summon. Alright. Kacharik wants to get close. Everybody else kind of wants to stay at range. We've got these guys at 3, and then we do have a 3 as well here. Where can we place down? Let's put you there to start with. And try to remember what you guys... You're more kind of a big, beefy brawler, aren't you? Steelheart, yeah, you smack stuff up close, doing lots of damage. You defend, yeah, alright. So, preferably, we nail you from range, although Kacharik can fight up front. Narvia, let's go ahead. Unfortunately, I can't rotate the map to see the front of my guys. We just kind of get the back, the freaky wing and stuff. Let's put you here. I don't know how far up I want to put Kacharik, but if somebody's going to get hit, he's kind of the optimal one rather than my leader, so I'll put you out there. But we can also summon blue horrors and stuff, so that might be the better option. Okay, he is going first. He is running for an objective, which means most likely he has something that's going to help him there. There's no point casting this because nobody's hurt, so yeah, we're skipping that. Alright, I do want to summon. We also want to hit somebody from range. We've got to kill them from range, though. Out of action with a spell. Enemy fighter out of action from 3 hexes. So maybe we should just summon to start with. So let's just go ahead and do that. Mr. Blue Horror. Oh, we can actually deploy way over on your side, can't we? That's a nice, evil, interesting, special kind of thing I can do. So we summon you in, just to cause some problems. Yeah. +1 damage first attack action with a range of 1 or 2, so most likely he's just going to go smack my Blue Horror to death. I don't know if he gets a victory point for killing the Blue Horror, though. I don't remember. Since he just turns into a different horror, doesn't count. If it does, may not be a great deal. Okay, it doesn't count for victory points, it looks like. Nice. Excellent, excellent, excellent. So 2 of you have moved. Second action. How much? We've got pretty good movement, actually. What can you guys do? 3 range, 2 dice, 1 damage. So yeah, we can start plinking somebody. could go ahead and charge in and soften somebody up to maybe do some damage. We could summon another blue horror, maybe? No, we can't. Well, maybe we can't place until the other horrors are dead. Then we can do something. Successful attack at range 3, and we could go ahead and level up the damage that I'm going to do. From here, we could target both. So let's go here, and then I'm going to go ahead and try to get a shot off at the guy that hasn't taken an action yet. Okay, I got a hit, but he got a block. We'll go ahead and drive him back. Why not? And all I've got is a heal, which isn't really that big of a deal at this point. That's unfortunate we couldn't get that. Just going to charge my leader. That is going to hit me. 3 damage. Ow. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and try to heal. Got a crit. I don't know if that counts. No, I think I needed to roll exactly what it said. So it didn't actually work. Well, we do have options. Fortunately, I feel like we're in a little trouble. Alright. Let's go ahead, if we can move on in. Take our ranged shot. Double hit. Did get a single block, that should be a hit. Do I want to move you? Not really. I think I'm going to leave you there. Yeah, you can't really do anything. He's going to go with a healing potion. Crap. I mean, I've only done 1 point of damage, so still. Unfortunate. It's my last action. I feel like you're probably going to do more damage, right? Yeah, we could do 3 damage with him. I don't know if this does knockback, does it? Okay, I'm going to come out here, and we'll see if I can do knockback into the lethal hex tile, if I can nail him from there. Double hits. He did not roll anything. Good damage. Did we knock him back? Yes. Alright, throw him onto the lethal hex tile. So this one... Spells cast removed to 1 wound from caster's fighting card. So it doesn't have to be the guy who killed him. Yeah, so let's go ahead and do it. And we'll go ahead and... So we're basically trying to eat his soul with our caster as he dies. And I do. Nice. It's only a 1 health, but still. So we have a few upgrades. The soul trap might keep my caster alive. We could also just go for extra dice when I try to cast spells and hope that they don't try to kill him super quick. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that because I feel like the spells are a little iffy. So having more dice for that, just generally good. Do a little sidestep. Okay, got 1 for holding that objective. Okay, we still have the summon, which we might be able to do because it's the next round. Or we might have to wait for that other one to die first. I'm not sure. Ticket enemy fighter out of action with a spell. Possible range 3. Range 3 from a spell would be good. We'll hold on to that, I think, just to see if we can try to do those. This is decent. Yeah, both of those are decent to hold on to, so I'm going to keep those. So I need to get kills with a spell from range 3. That's sort of the preference. If I can hurt somebody first and then try to finish them off, that's probably the best. So we also got the Vampiric Weapon, the upgrade, so you just automatically get this result in addition to the other dice you roll. If the spell's cast, the caster has +1 defense. Spell persists till the caster's out of action or end of the round, so that's also pretty good. It's a gambit spell. That one's a reaction, but this one isn't, so I think I can just cast it whenever. But I want to soften somebody up first before we take an action with anybody. And everyone's far enough back. So I'll take the opportunity to go first, try to do some damage to someone, and then we can try to pick them off afterwards. So let's go ahead and move. Take a big old swing at this guy. See if I can actually land it. Double hit. Nice. Okay, we'll push him there. It's fine. Yeah, we can try to get the Gambit spell. Why not? Okay. So we have +1 defense for this entire round. Gave his leader cleave in the back there. That just means you ignore shields, I think. Went for my little guy. I got a crit to block, so we're fine. Oh, I do need to summon, don't I? So we could go for a kill at 3. Summon. No, I can't summon. Maybe my other horror has to die first before I can summon another one. That's unfortunate. So you're only at 1 health. So Vortimus... Bolt of Change doesn't show any dice there, which is odd. Is it because I get... I'm not sure. I have an extra when I cast a spell. Does this count as a spell? Is the other question. Sorcerous Bolt, but it doesn't say, so I'm not sure like if this counts as a spell. We could try to go ahead and just go for a kill here. I think that's what I will do. We could honestly do it with either one of you, but I think you've got more dice now. It's 3 dice. Yeah, so it is actually 1 more die on the spell because you're inspired. So yeah, let's do that. Go here. We'll try to get a long-range shot off there. Wow. Okay. Triple crit. That's absolutely bonkers. So that's the death from afar. We didn't trigger the spell one, though. So maybe the spells only count these cards that we play as spells. I'm going to go ahead and put the Sorceress Adept on my character as well. And then I should probably put Soul Trap on Kachark, because he's the one that's sort of out in front, potentially going to get murdered, rather than my leader, even though he's hurt. So we'll throw Soul Trap on there to try to keep him alive if he goes down in a single blow. Crit to hit. Okay, I'm assuming you're doing 3 damage. So we'll try to use the Soul Trap. I need, I think, a shield or a crit. Neither one, so he's toast. Yeah, 3 damage. Yeah, it's something lightning strike, something like that. We'll take a look and see if we can spot that. Giving himself a weapon that does more damage on a crit. So what was that? That was the lightning blade. We saw that. Lightning strikes. Enemy fighter taken out of action by a charge action made by one of your fighters. Okay, yeah. Successfully cast 2 or more spells in this phase. We get that. Summoning. Enemy out of action with a spell. Got that heal, but that's about it. So I think we just try to blast him from range. Although I'm not sure if this, it shows like there's no number next to the dice, so I'm not sure what the deal is with that. Don't really want to get close, honestly. So we'll take a shot there. I'm not sure what's going to happen with that mystery dice. Okay, so it's 2. Did get a crit, so that cancels out. The other one, I'm not sure if that is successful. Pushing him back. So I didn't do any damage, but I did push him. Disappointing. Last action. I guess we could have the horrors attack. It's not much. We could also bring you up. I can get in range to get an attack off. So, give that a try. Nice crit. Still only 1 damage, but what you gonna do? Making progress, we get you inspired, so we're a little bit better at range. Okay. 2 or more spells is possibly doable, but I think that is the cards, not actually our attacks at range. I'm not sure if we can get this out. It depends. If that guy does get killed, we can do that. Take enemy fighter out of action with a spell. That one I'm not so sure about. I'm going to hold on to them just to see what I can do. And so just kind of playing around with this to see how it works. And over here, we do have the vampiric weapon, which is nice. We've got the spell for some healing. Do I want to ditch this, hoping I get spells? That's the question. Yeah, let's just see if I can draw a bunch of spells. Just discarding a bunch of stuff. Okay, he's gonna have the choice of who goes first. If he just kills the horrors, like, I'd be totally fine with that. Looks like he's trying to do that. I got another crit to block, though. So those horrors do not want to die. Alright, so what do we got? We have an upgrade. Rerolling defense. An upgrade. No adjacent friendly fighters. Rolls of shield are success. That one I feel like we could probably change for something else. +1 damage to all attack action with a range of 1 or 2. We have a spell, play after attack action made by Kacharik that fails. Well, he's dead, so it doesn't really help us. So yeah, all I really have is the heal spell. That's unfortunate. So what do we need? 2 or more spells. Unfortunately, not going to be able to do that. Summoning a second time. Take somebody out with a spell. Well, we could just attack from range here without any real trouble. Still haven't landed a successful attack with a range of 3. I'd have to move to do that, which is not ideal. So yeah, let's just try to whittle him down, maybe? Nice crit. If I don't move, I can just keep throwing attacks. I'm going to leave him where he is, though. Because if he kills that horror, then maybe I can summon another one, and that's a victory point. So he's giving himself cleave, which means shields don't matter. Okay, that'll kill the horror off. Maybe I can summon the horror then. But he gets 1 victory point, then I get a victory point for summoning another horror, I guess. So he gave himself an upgrade. Attack targets as fighter fails. Roll an attack dice on a shield or crit. Fighter cannot be driven back, and they can make an attack action. It must target the attacker. Okay. But if we're at range, it really isn't going to help him. So, keep whittling. Everything only does 1 damage, though, is the problem. But I don't have to move. I can just keep blasting him from range. So I feel like I might as well just do that. Nice crit. And I'm going to leave you right where you're at, because you're right in our range, where we can just keep hitting you with these long-range spell attacks over and over again, although they apparently don't count as spells. Yeah, you're going to try to kill me. Ooh, got a crit on that. That's not nice. Instant death. Awe-inspiring. Additional 1 for something. Killing on a charge, maybe? I don't think I've seen that before. 2 or more fighters out of action in the phase. Okay. So what can I do? Okay, I can summon. If you have a ranged attack, but he can't do anything else. So I'm going to go ahead and just park you next to him, just in case. So there's our summoner. He moved and attacked, so he can't do anything at this point. So it doesn't, like, none of these upgrades really matter that much. Maybe we could do more damage potentially with my leader, but only with my staff. At range 1 or 2. That's why. Only the staff. Oh, he's got himself more health. Look at that. Well, that sucks. My last action. We can get 5 if we kill everybody. Two damage. 3 dice, 2 damage. So that's possible if we move in. That's only 1 damage. 2 dice, 2 damage. So our best option's actually with this guy here. Just in case it matters. Do that. It's a crit, they'll cancel out. I don't know if the hammer is a hit or not. Oh, he's going to get a counterattack off. And that's going to kill my guy, isn't it? Yes, it is. Vicious. Absolutely vicious. And apparently he got a chance to hit the blue horror as well. Not so nice. I don't know if that attack just hits everybody adjacent, maybe, or if that was something else. That was my last attempt to do something. Yeah. Interesting. These guys do have a lot of long-range stuff, but a lot of it's really low damage. I might have to look at some of the cards and play around with them a little bit. I might want to swap out some more spells and stuff, maybe, putting them in there. But yeah, kind of interesting look to start with, but I'll make a few adjustments as we progress through to the next faction. So this was playing against Steelheart's champions. Let's see if I can do better next time. I do get something. It's taking its sweet time. An extra skin. Okay. Let's take a look at the skin. Yeah, Envious Torment. That's alright. I kind of like the blue skin sort of look. But this one's not bad. Very green. It looks more Nurgle-y, though. This one, I don't really like the purple as much, the purple skin. At least here, they're still kind of bluish. Yeah, I still prefer the blue, so I'm going to stick with that. But yeah, I'll play around with this a little bit, and maybe we'll come back and continue. Well, we're definitely going to come back at some point and continue running through playing against the different factions and warbands. But yeah, I'll make some adjustments first, I think. This has been more Warhammer Underworlds. I've been Disturbing Puppet. Thanks for coming by. Hopefully I'll see you next time. Until then, have a good one.